Welcome to Bosch's Technical Support on Demand video series, the DIVAR IP7000 recovery process. To better understand the recovery process, you must first understand the mechanics of the appliance. The DIVAR 7000 IP is equipped with an 80 gig SSD drive, which contains its operating system, BVMS, MVS, VRM, and VSG. The storage which the appliance uses is a RAID 5 array, which is created and managed by an LSI controller card that is internal to the appliance. Lastly, inside the appliance there's a DOM, or Disk On Module. This Disk On Module contains images, which gives you the ability to restore the appliance back to its factory defaulted state. To access the DOM and perform any type of recovery process, you must select F11 during the boot process. After pressing and holding F11, you will be presented with a boot option menu. Select the option that reads Velocity MI SATA DOM. After making this selection, essential Windows files should load into memory, and you should receive a screen that says Windows is starting. Once Windows is finished loading, you should be taken to the System Management utility for the DIVAR IP7000. There are two selections at the top that you can make. The first one is Initial Factory Setup. Selecting Initial Factory Setup will overwrite the current OS on your SSD drive. It will also erase all video data you may have on your RAID array. The second valid option that you have from the System Management utility is System Recovery Back to Factory Defaults. Selecting this option will overwrite the OS on the SSD, but it will leave any video files that are on your RAID array intact. In this tutorial, we're going to choose Initial Factory Setup, and we're going to select OK on the warning. After we select OK, a series of scripts will run in a command line interface. There will also be an ISA pop-up that will track the progress of the imaging process of restoring our appliance back to factory defaults. This recovery process may take several minutes. Please be patient. When the recovery process is ended, you will receive a message. Successfully completed initial factory setup on DIVAR IP7000. Do you want to reboot now? Select OK. After the appliance reboots, you'll be taken to the first screen in the initial boot process. Here, you'll want to select your language, then select Next. After selecting Next, you'll select your region, your time, currency, and keyboard layout. Select Next again. The next screen you see will be a license agreement screen for the OS and the hardware. Check each box, then select the Start button. After a few moments, you will be prompted to log in. After selecting Control-Delete, you will log in with the default user account of BVR admin with the default password of WSS4Bosch. You will then be prompted to change your password for the first time that you log in. Select OK. For support reasons, enter the exact same password that you entered before, WSS4Bosch, case sensitive. Select the next arrow. You should receive a message that your password was changed successfully. Select OK. After Windows is loaded, reboot your appliance. You should automatically be taken to the Kiosk Interface, and from here, you can use the configuration wizard to commission your system. This concludes this tutorial. Thank you.
Bosch, invented for life.